In my previous video, I talk about magical experiences, and during those magical experiences I mention intuition, and I just thought I'd jump on and share a little bit about intuition, because the first thing to realise is intuition is an impersonal aspect of life. It doesn't belong to anybody, but some of us can apparently access it easier than others, but it still doesn't have any limits on it. And so I have experienced intuition in many ways. I've experienced it as the gentle prompting voice from within. I've experienced it as correction. I've experienced it physically, literally physically turning this body around. But mostly these days, it's experienced as the voice that comes through this body. There is no separation. It is a beautiful gift. It's a gift from life, and it's available to everybody. One of the things intuition definitely taught me is that it always has our best interests at heart. I'll just share a quick story. Now, in the UK, there are people that tend to sit outside supermarkets and beg money. And it's for all different reasons. It's not here to judge and say why it's been done. But I remember many years ago when I was a fitness instructor, underneath the gym, there was a supermarket. And I remember going to the gym one day, and I come out the gym and I thought, oh, I need some bits and pieces from the supermarket. So as I got closer, I saw a homeless person sat outside. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm not going to part with any money. Next thing you know, I was on my knees in front of the guy. Oh, good God. Intuition. And I was, sat holding his hand, asking him, if he wanted anything. And he said, well, he wanted a sandwich and bits and pieces. And when I got into the shop to buy the stuff, the security guard shouted at me and told me I should know better. I shouldn't be feeding him. There's nothing wrong with him. He was really opinionated. And I just stood my ground and said, 1, I don't have to justify my actions to anybody. 2, it's none of your business. And 3, I was once there, maybe not doing what he's doing, but I was once broken, and it took one human being to show me love to be who I am today. And the security guard was cringing like, okay, I shouldn't have said nothing. And I said, no, you've started me off now. How dare you? Amanda went into a little rant. Anyway, bought him some stuff, and the Holy Spirit said, give him the change. I don't know, there was £6 something. And I said to him, can I pray for you? He dropped all the food. Oh God, it was so loving. He dropped all the food. He held my hands, and I prayed. And I just prayed for protection and for the angels of God to watch over him, and for him to, I don't know, I can't remember. It was many years ago, but it was a beautiful prayer. And I got in my car. And I knew it wasn't personal, it wasn't Amanda trying to be good. It was none of that. Not that I ever do that. But when I was driving, the Holy Spirit said, who do you think is going to get a better night's sleep? The homeless man or the security guards? And then I went back into the store, 2 weeks later, and the security guard was really subdued and humbled. And there was somebody begging outside, and he didn't shoo him off. And he just, gently spoke to him and asked him to, not to harass customers. But intuition, it's a very powerful, well, it is powerful because it's from the source, it's from life source, and it is part of universal intelligence. Universal intelligence has got 6 faculties. I might do a video on them one day. Perception, memory, imagination is the authority. And intuition, reason, and will is the power. And when you understand the impersonal, that they are impersonal, and that you're not a person using them, you are consciousness, you can plug into. Plug into is not an action, but we are either plugging into the energetic field of desire, pushing and pulling, or we can plug into the into universal intelligence and potential and possibility. and I will do a video in relation to that and get it posted. I think I have got something written down on my board anyway that demonstrates the psychological side and how to avoid getting trapped in that. It's just waking up to who you are by just noticing the attributelessness, and then when we rest there, we change the language, go from person to presence. So presence says awareness, being aware of itself, and yeah, just declining everything that is nothing to do with your true nature. And it's a process, because the nervous system has to be able to accommodate that presence, power, and love. So yeah, just thought I'd do a quick video on intuition. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.